But I'd like you to think about this. I'm not a human being having a spiritual experience, and neither are you. Instead, you're actually a spiritual being attempting to have a human experience. Now, when you realize and when you can become aware that you're a spiritual being just having a human experience, then your entire worldview changes, your entire perspective changes. Because then, if I'm a spiritual being just creating a body for maybe 40, 60, 90 years to go through some human experiences, then there's never really suffering. Because everything that I encounter is just something that I'm attracting into my life to learn things, because I want to have a human experience. I'm just a spiritual being that wants to have a human experience. So when you think about yourself as a spiritual person, a spiritual being just having a human experience, then you begin to be willing to accept everything that happens and be interested in dealing with it and be enthusiastic about it, and you can be assured that something good will come of it, and you can feel equal to the task, and you can feel attuned to whatever's going on, and you can feel at one with yourself and with all the people around you. On the other hand, if you feel like you're a human being, just having a human experience and sometimes a spiritual experience, then when things happen to you, you can resent it. Like, I'm poor, so I resent it. Why is the world this way? And you are then looking outside yourself for happiness. You're depending on things outside yourself to make you happy. And, oh, why is this happening to my body? I have cancer, or I have this disease. Why me? You get resentful and angry, or depressed, or just feel like a victim of life. And this brings on all the emotional states of fear and grief and feeling indifferent and feeling separate from yourself and from other people, and just causing a lot of basically human experiences. But when you visualize yourself and know that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, then everything is a lesson for you. Every person that ever comes into your life, instead of saying, why did this happen to me, you actually ask, what's the lesson to be learned from this person? I mean, this is part of my human experience. So everything becomes different. When you can have that kind of an attitude, everything becomes basically joyful, no matter what it is. And then you can enjoy experiencing this human experience by doing the very best you can, using the tools that you've learned through the Silva method to make the most fun human experience you have. If you're a spiritual being just having a human experience, you always have choice. Do you want to have a human experience that's miserable and negative? Or do you want to have one that's fun and entertaining? Or do you want to have a human experience that's meaningless and empty? Or do you want to feel the meaning in things? Now, you may think, well, this depends on what happens to me. But these things do not depend on circumstances. Circumstances are a human experience.